Hey everybody, the Master of Faster here, and this is Manny the Dragon Timber coming to you live with, as you can see, Red Dragon Archfiend. I know this is probably coming a little late. I just tend to have problems trying to line up my schedule with the collectors and all that, because, you know, we live far away. But all of you have seen my previous profiles of Red Dragon Archfiend, so here we are with the new support from the structure deck. Let's get started, shall we? Starting off, we have 3 of the Soul Resonator. Basically, on summon, this guy searches practically anything in your deck, because basically every monster except hand traps in your deck are level 4 level fiends. So you get to basically add any combo piece that you need, any new tuner to basically, like I said, get combo pieces off, make any of your synchros. But for the most part, this guy is going to mostly summon Bone Archfiend. So he works well with him in either making a 6 to go into Red Rising or a 7 to go into, I believe his name is Kubiet or Kubelt, a level 7 Dark Dragon Synchro that pops spell trap cards on the field. So if you have the space in your extra deck for it, really get it. But for now, he is the main combo into getting to him, you summoning him dumping vision searches, and you basically get to search your whole combo piece and create your field for whatever you need. So, and also he has a graveyard effect of anything with the Red Dragon Archfiend in name or mentioned, you get to basically banish it to prevent their destruction, so that's also another plus. Red Resonator, because it helps you win in time and gaining life points and just targeting some of the biggest stuff on your field to just keep ahead of your opponent. And Sprite, you can go suck it for taking our card. Crimson Resonator, he is next to Soul, basically one of the 2 tuners you want to see every time, because it helps go into our bigger, badder monsters like Supernova, like the Bestial Synchro and all them. So you always want to see him or Soul to, like I said, make all your big plays. 2 of the Vision, because it's pretty easy to dump it into grave because of the new Bone Archfiend. And on top of that, it special summons itself if you have a level 5 or higher dark monster in the field. Just dark monster, so it doesn't have to be a synchro, but the more you know. So, and if this gets sent to grave in any way, so basically if you synchro it off, tribute it off, or dump it with this guy, you get to search any spell or trap card that mentions the Red Dragon Archfiend in name. So that's basically a lot of the newer stuff, but you could still run some old things here and there that can help the deck out, but a lot of times you're not really running the vase, the cocoon, and all that, so most of the time you're searching the newer stuff anyway. 1 Chain Resonator, because he special summons another Resonator out from the deck if you control a Synchro monster. Synchron Resonator, because free special summon, and then you're adding back any Resonators you need for any further plays when it's Synchro summoned. Then Creation Resonator, because he's another just free special summon when you have a Synchro on the field and want to go into your big plays, like I said. 3 Red Sprinter, just in case we do not see the Soul or the Bone Archfiend in any way. He can basically just help you bring out your Resonators from hand or from grave. So he's a good way to come back into the game if your opponent clears your board. And with all the newer stuff, it basically cuts down on the need for Wild Wind so much now. And you don't really need as many copies of him now because, you know, you're special summoning Bone Archfiend, Vision, Soul, and all of them for free basically with their own effects. But it's still nice to have him for the extra special summon or the extra damage if needed. The Red Familiar, because bringing back your Dark Dragon Synchro monsters to continue plays. 2 Skullmeister, because I still think you need some graveyard hate in some way. 2 Ash, because it's 2 Ash, you know, negate any searches or anything like that. And here we have basically the biggest combo or piece that you do want to see whenever you're playing Red Dragon, the Crimson Gaia. It's basically another search for another spell or trap card, basically, or basically any card. So basically any one card that mentions the Red Dragon Archfiend, and this basically brings back the original Archfiend into viability, just for the fact that if you're attacking with Red Dragon Archfiend, this sets everything to defense, and you basically get to board wipe them. So you get to beat every deck like there's the super heavies. Andrew. 3 Resonator Call, because you want to see your Resonators. It's a fun fact for everybody. You just want to see your Soul, your Crimson, and your Vision Resonators.
3 Rota is nice.
Make that 5 with Resonator Command, because you get to basically just dump a Resonator and search any level 4 or lower Fiend. That includes other Resonators on top of your Soul Resonator, so you're looking at about 8 Rotas right here in your deck. The consistency that Red Dragon Archfiend definitely needed for itself. And then, of course, the tech of the Absolute Power Force, because it finishes games. It tells your opponent that you can't do anything in the field, and there's not much they can do when you're basically turning your Red Dragon Archfiend into a Chaos Max, into just dealing double damage by piercing. The one Called by the Grave, because it's Called by the Grave, we want to stop any graveyard hate, so this goes alongside with the Skullmeisters to stop any graveyard effects. Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn, we like to, if possible, bring back any of our bigger, better guys that we send to grave through Synchro Summoning, or if they just get bored, hit off the field. 1 Heartbeat Feather Duster, because we don't like back row. 1 of the new trap card, the Red Zone. So as long as you have a Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro Monster that mentions it, this is basically a once per turn pop on the field for anything. So this is just basically another form of disruption that you can add on top of your Bestial, your Abyss, your anything else that you throw on the field. Then of course the Red Rain. You gotta show why you reign supreme over everyone.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. Hey Eric, I wrote you a song. Now to the extra deck, we got 3 Red Rising Dragon. I'm surprised they gave this card a rarity bump. That I would say thank you, Konami. This is, I guess, one of the few nice things you actually do for legacy support, because this has been basically one of the biggest combo pieces for Red Dragon Archfiend in general, so thank you. Of course, 2 of the new card, 2 of the Scarred Dragon Archfiend. This guy basically kind of copies Scarlight in a way, where he basically changes in name to Red Dragon Archfiend while he's on the field or in the grave, so he basically works with a lot of the newer support, like the Crimson Gaia, the Absolute Power Force, and the Red Zone. And then, if he's sent off the field, he'll blow up all attack position monsters. And if you use him for a Synchro Summon, you can actually bring out the original Red Dragon Archfiend, and that special summon is considered a Synchro Summon. So, technically, through his effect, he is legally summoned, and you can bring back with a lot of your graveyard effects if you need to. Then, of course, the OG Red Dragon Archfiend, just blow up anything that is in defense mode, and make sure you swing with everything, because his effect is a double-edged sword. Then, of course, the 1 Scarlight, because you can never get rid of Scarlight. It's too good of a card, and it helps you win in games alongside with Red Resonator. 2 Abyss, because it's basically one of the strongest, best Synchro Dragons out there. There's a reason why Guard Dragons would abuse the hell out of it back when Augur Pain was a thing. So, on targeting negation. 1 Bane, because it's Bane. Basically brings back any of your Red Dragon Archfiend Synchro monsters in name. The Bestial Dispater. basically a tech that everyone's been throwing in because it's a Dark Dragon Synchro Monster that's easy to go into with the help of the newer Resonators and the Scar Dragon Archfiend just being a +1 and bringing out the OG Red Dragon Archfiend. So a lot of times you're ending on him, ending on Abyss, ending on a Red Zone, and a few other cards depending on your hand. So it's good just to have the pop and negate with the Bestial and the extra negate on top of that with Abyss. Red Nova Dragon because it's Red Nova Dragon. Red Supernova Dragon because it's still funny to try and watch your opponent try and get over a 5-6k body that cannot be destroyed, and it will banish the second you try and do anything. And then the card that everyone's saying is most likely to get hit next because apparently everyone's abusing it, but King Calamity is King Calamity. What are you going to do to the king? So that's the profile, guys. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.